We are here with Omen by HP, who make, like, look at this thing. This thing looks pretty cool. We're going to come back to that, though, because first we have this laptop. So this is the Omen 17?
Omen 17?
17. So talk us through it.
So this is now part of our Omen family, our Omen 17. It's a beautiful, beautiful looking piece of kit.
Yes, absolutely. I love the carbon fiber look to it, I have to say.
Yeah. And the great thing is that we have is the Omen logo. It's actually made by Voodoo. So HP have a great pedigree in gaming. And now that we've got a whole gaming family on board, laptops are really designed for casual gamers. But the 17 inches are also more powerful to do the likes of VR.
Yes.
So we have a 1070 on board on some of our devices, so be able to run, say, like the HTC Vive. But it is a beautiful, beautiful bit of kit that we have. Up to 4K screen with audio custom tuned by Bang & Olufsen. And it's an absolute thing of beauty.
Beautiful. So what's the, if you wanted to go full out, right?
Full out.
Full out. How do you spec this? What are the specs at full out?
So specs will be an i7, up to 32 gig of RAM. We've got up to 1070 on there.
This is no joke. This is a proper
gaming laptop.
You can replace a PC with this, right? If it's like a couple of years old and you're like, I want to have serious gaming, but I also want to be relatively portable. This is a potential full replacement for that.
And that's the great thing about our laptops, is that it doesn't have to be just about gaming. It can be about multimedia, it can be about editing. That's the whole beauty of it. It can be diverse and anything that you want it to be, our Omen series can be.
Perfect. So that's the laptop, and this comes in 17-inch and 15-inch.
15 and 17-inch, yep.
So which one's more popular? So this is a relatively new addition.
It is. At the minute, our 15 inches are a little bit more popular.
Yeah.
But if you are a true PC gamer, then your bigger is always better.
Absolutely. As you can tell by the MSI 21-inch curved massive thing, that is a bit too big to carry.
Depends on the customer, to be fair. If they don't want to have a big tower because they don't have the space, but they still want to have all that power and performance, then that will be right for them.
And on the subject of towers, calling this a tower is it's not an understatement, but it's also not the right word. I can't help but feel like this isn't a tower. This is a piece of art to some extent, because you've taken a tower, right, or in this case a cube, and then you've kind of moved it around 45 degrees.
We have.
So can you tell us the rationale behind that decision making?
So it's easier for cooling, so we have a 3-stage cooling system on board, so it not only is it fan based, but it can also be liquid cooled in there as well.
Yep.
But really it's designed for mobility, not really mobility, upgradability is a word that I'm trying to go for there.
I mean, I guess mobility as well, because you can use it as kind of handles, right?
You could. If you're going to the gym, then it will be really mobile.
Yeah, you know what? This not only is this a PC, this is actually a home gym replacement as well. It does both at once.
It's about 34 kilos.
Right.
Out of the box. So if you want to carry it around and get some.
You'll get that going.
So the great thing is, let's take off the side panel.
Paul, do you want to come in close? Get a good look at the side. That is.
So this is one of the main reasons why we angled it at 45 degrees. Simply because then it is a lot easier for you to upgrade over time and add more parts in.
Just really quickly, that motherboard is tiny. It's very compact.
It's a micro ATX motherboard, so it's industry standard.
Yeah. And
that's the fantastic thing with Omen X, is anything that you want to go and put in, it will thank you for it. You can still go to the likes of your favourite modding place, or if you want to buy online through your various retailers and add these things in, then you can do. We offer the chassis just by itself, or we have it pre-configured in different specifications. Yeah. Just based on customers' choices, to be fair.
So it looks remarkably neat in here.
This is one thing
I have to say, as someone who's built many PCs, I don't think I've ever gotten one to look this neat.
No, my OCD for cable management is not going off the chart.
Do you check them individually? Do you, as they go out, do you make sure?
As these travel across the world, but before we go in and set up for events like this, I'll make sure that everything is looking kind of how it should. Before it goes in, and even cable tied it in the same colours.
Oh my god! I didn't even notice that. That is great. So what is this spec? And talk us through this one in particular.
So this is a i7 6700K.
Yep.
So it's a quad-core overclocked. It has a self-contained liquid cooling system.
Yep.
That will support up to 50,000 hours of cooling before it needs to be replaced. A 120mm fan, but it has room for 3 if you would like.
Yes. You can see the little things as well where you take off the covers.
We've got 16 gig of RAM in there. We've got a 1080. And that's just within this section.
Yeah.
So what we're missing is still our power supply and our storage.
Yes, that is a good point. We are. That hadn't dawned on me.
So if we spin this back around.
Yep.
So let's talk about the front. So the front is again customizable.
Yes.
So we have 9 LED light zones that has the choice of 16.8 million colors.
Yep.
So if you want to spend hours choosing the right hue and making sure that your colors are
that would
on.
happen. That would I can see that happening. Yeah.
But we've got 4 different modes that you can choose. So at the minute on the front here we have it as a system monitor. So on here it allows us to check our PSU, GPU, CPU, and hard drive base.
Right.
And the cooler the color, the less power intense and heat that it's using.
That's cool.
The red indicates that it's really coming in and being used to its full extent, especially for the hard drive and PSU.
Yeah.
When these two bays start to get red, then start shutting down.
Unless you're like video editing, for example, you should be...
Oh, you've got all the time in the world for that. But here's the real kicker with this device, is that if I remove this front panel,
Ooh.
it actually has a toolbox.
That is actually... Paul, can we get a bit of close? That is cool.
Yeah.
That is you will never need tools. Your own. You don't need to bring your own. That is cool.
So we have 15 replaceable screws. We have our wrench to take off the side panels or gain access to our fans.
Yep.
Or we have then our Allen key and screwdriver.
Yeah.
So like we were talking about our fan ports, then you don't need to go out and buy an Allen key set because you've got it as part of the actual system.
Yeah.
It's almost more serverish than it is anything else in this terms of addition.
And then so storage, and I actually hadn't noticed this until we came up to one. This thing isn't light. I should say that now. Oh god, you can quick shout out. I just realised there are 2 USB-C ports. There's a full SD card slot, which is always a good addition.
And then CD-DVD.
Oh wow, that's look at that. That's old school right there. That is cool. So the hard drives, or these 4 bays at least, are, I wouldn't say hot swappable, but relatively easy to pop out.
Yep.
I'm not going to try and block 2-1 just in case there's a hard drive in there. So the idea is, I assume you just kind of pull on this and then voila, and you stick your new hard drive in here. And that's it. You've got as much storage as you could hope for via 4 hard drives.
Yep.
Which, thanks to the power of Seagate, is roughly 40 terabytes.
Yeah, so you can have a combination of solid state as well as traditional hard drive on there as well. You can even have an option for PCIe, M.2 and NVMe storage. That will support up to 2 terabytes on there as well. So lightning fast read-write speeds on something like that as well. So it is literally one of the fastest PCs that I've ever had the pleasure of working on.
Yeah. And I mean, this thing is, if we turn it around, or actually, if Paul comes up, that might be easier. Yeah, I think we might be pushing it if we try to. If we just look at it from behind, so you have the graphics card here, but the motherboard I/O is remarkably minimalistic. Yeah. You have a bunch of USB ports, some optical audio, built-in HDMI, Ethernet, and that's about it. And realistically, with the way this is built, you don't actually need much else.
No, you're right. We have a total of 10 USBs, 8 USB 3 and 2 USB-C 3.1, and that's pretty much everything that we really want to offer. Obviously, the more that you upgrade and add to it, the more options that you will have, but straight out the box, we've got you all covered.
It's hooked up to a bunch of gaming equipment. This really nice looking monitor, I like this a lot. Really nice looking monitor. Full, what size is this? 32 inch?
It's 32 inch.
Yeah, 32 inch quad HD monitor with peripherals, the full works. This is, it's no joke.
No, and that's what we were doing. Even when we were building our gaming family, we needed to have a reputable accessory lineup as well. So we partnered with SteelSeries to create our fantastic Omen keyboards, mice, and mouse mats. So it's what gamers want when they're playing esports at home or training, but still being functional.
And the important question, as far as gamers are concerned, is can you control the RGB lighting on this keyboard?
You can indeed. Still the same 16.8 million colours. You've got then all of your micros that we have on here, so they will change different colours depending on which layout that you've got on here. Your mouse with the Voodoo logo, that can be again the same colours as the rest of your keyboard or front end of your Omen X tower.
Perfect. Thank you very much for your time. If someone wants to buy one, if someone wants to find out more, where do they go?
HP.com.
Perfect.